Add that. Now I'm on. Still getting kind of used to the StreamYard. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Christian Battle here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you tonight for some Q&A and sports talk here on a Saturday night, like I do. I normally do Fridays. I didn't really do a stream last night. But hold on, let me see. I like the video. You want to join the stream tonight? Feel free to. Let me grab the link and see. We got Neo in here. Neo, I believe Randall Anderson. Is that correct? I think he changed your name. There you go. Put the link right there if you want to join in. Click that link. It'll take you to StreamYard. You can be on the show tonight. Dwayne RTR, what's up, Ballard? Well, what's up, Dwayne? Roll Tide, sir. College football. So, you probably heard the news already. I already posted a video. The news is in, and it is official that Taulia Tagovailoa will be transferring from Alabama. Now, I don't blame him. I think that this is a good move for him. He deserves to be a starter, and I honestly, now he could compete and win the job. I think he could win the job, right? You got to take it for what it is. Nick Saban, what does he see in the quarterbacks? He saw that Tua was better over Jalen Hurts at the time. That's why Jalen did not start in 2017 or no, 2018. I'm sorry. So it's not a hate thing. It's not what Saban says, like, oh, I don't like this player, or this player doesn't play good enough or anything. It's just, let's be real. Taulia, I think, like Alabama is so loaded at the quarterback position right now. Right? Okay, take it for what it is. Let's even throw Taulia in there. You got Mac Jones, right? You got Bryce Young coming in this year as a freshman, a 5-star. You got who else you got? Let's see, Bryce Young, Mac Jones. You could even throw Taulia in there. I think there's got a guy like Cooper Bateman or whatever. I don't know what his name is exactly. But so I mean, there's so much depth at that position for Alabama. I mean, was he really going to find time to, start? I don't really think so. And again, it's not a knock. I'm not trying to throw Taulia under the bus, but it just is what it is. So, let me find a thumbnail. I'm talking some sports. I figured I'd just grab like a college football thing with some teams or whatever. And this should do. I can always change it later, the thumbnail. But I figured why not get a good one. And hold on one second. So. Hold on just one second. Yeah. All right. I can always find a. Dwayne, if Talia is transferring, that tells us Bryce Young will be the future. I agree. I also think that even if he didn't transfer, I think Bryce Young is just better than Talia. And listen, not throwing Talia under the bus. I saw him in the spring game a couple years ago, and I've seen his highlights. I like Talia. I mean, compared to other quarterbacks on the roster, it's just, one of those things. It's not even close. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but it just it is what it is. So let me find something real quick, and Randall, I will get to you eventually. All right, let me find it. Update the thumbnail. I don't know why I have to, but I just do. Let me put this on there. All right, Randall, I'm fixing to add you on here. Let me turn my volume up here real quick. Randall, you're on. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. It seems like you got better audio this time. I know last time it was buffering quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. But
Yeah.
anyway, I know it worked when I went on BVD show for a few minutes. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd try you again.
Awesome. Good to have you on.
Doing okay? You doing okay?
Yeah, doing well. You?
I'm doing all right. The other quarterback you're trying to remember is Paul Tyson.
Yeah, the Bears' great grandson.
Yeah.
I forget about him sometimes. I'm curious when we'll get to see him because
nobody ever talks about him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, just because you're the grandson or great grandson of a very famous coach doesn't mean you're going to be great or anything. I'm sure he is great, but it's one of those things like.
I mean, I hear he's pretty good, but just that you got a bunch of people. You got two others better than him.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was cutting out a little bit though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Is my audio working?
Yeah, it's working fine. The video feed is a little bit slow, but I can still hear you pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, just hoping we'll have a game. Did you hear that? If you watched Uncle Lou's show the other day, Oregon's not going to be doing anything until October?
Yeah, I think I remember that, and I also think I saw in terms. Speaking of Oregon, I heard that's a potential landing spot for Talia if he does choose to transfer out, which it's very rare when you see guys transfer that they take their name out of the portal. One or two guys here or there. I think we had a guy who I think his name was Iobi Anoma or something like that. He was a freshman, like corner. Alabama had him, and he entered the portal at first, took his name out, and then transferred to Well, I don't know where he is right now. Probably some Big 12 school or something, but we see guys take their names
Hmm.
out of the portal here or there, but at the same time, most of the time, if they're planning on transferring, they're transferring. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think he'll end up going. Since Tua went to Miami, I think he'll end up going somewhere south, like USF or Miami.
Yeah, I honestly do think that, and I think the whole family's like this, from what I understand. The only reason why they moved to Alabama was because of Tua, for support, because it's a family thing. It's so weird with the cultural deal with their family. I get it though, but at the same time, like you think Miami's on the radar. I would be surprised if it's anywhere but Miami. I think they lose a guy, or who's that Houston guy, De'Aaron King or whatever his name is, and I think maybe he
Derek,
is.
Derek, Derek, yeah.
Yeah, is it Derek or De'Aaron? Because I've heard both. I don't know.
I think I think it's Derek, but
Weird.
yeah, I think that's why I don't think Miami. I really think it might be USF, South
Yeah,
Florida.
yeah. I think. Yeah, it'll definitely be a close nearby school or something. I think I even saw at Florida State, and I'm like, really? I mean, is he? I mean, I know Willie Taggart's gone, which he was probably one of the worst hires in the history of football, in my opinion. They got this guy Mike Norvell. I don't know what he's going to look like, but we'll just have to wait and see. And he might even
Yeah,
decide
he
to
coached
come
it.
back to
I think
Alabama. I doubt it, but you never know.
after Mike Norvell became.
I think I lost you there. What were you
Did you hear
saying?
me?
Something about Mike Norvell.
I said I think. Yeah, I think he coached at Memphis before he coached at before he got the job at Florida State.
Oh, he coached at Memphis.
I think so.
Yeah, sounds about right from what I remember um, hearing. And but yeah, and I was kind of butthurt. Like, okay, so when Jalen Hurts left Alabama, that hurt because unlike Talia, right? I get he's to his brother, but Jalen actually did something in Alabama. He actually started 2 years. He actually helped get us to two national titles. Let's not forget. He did help us get to that title that Tua helped us win. I mean, even though we lost the Iron Bowl, he still helped us win at least 11 games to help our resume a little bit to make the playoffs and everything. So, because of what
Right.
Jalen Hurts did, that was heartbreaking when he transferred. Of course, I did wish him the best. He did great at Oklahoma last year. Talia, it's a different scenario. I get he's to his brother,
Well,
but at the same time, he never really did much.
well, I mean, I expected him to transfer though because I mean, Tua was going to get the job. We all knew that. Um,
Yeah,
so what else is he going to do?
right. And I even remember hearing something like if Tua had not gotten the starting job after that title win, he was going to transfer to USC. And I don't blame him for saying something like that because I mean, if you throw a touchdown pass or whatever way you win a title for your team, if you're the backup in a championship and you're a freshman and you're a five-star
Yeah,
talent, if you don't get the starting job, you're out of there. So I think when
right.
Saban made that move, that was the right move for Alabama at the time. I think.
Yeah, yeah. They had to go with Tua.
Yeah, as hard as it was for Coach Saban to look at Jalen Hurts and say, "Sorry, dude, but I got to put you on the bench." As hard as that was, he knew it was right.
Yeah, he took it. He took it well.
Yeah, he did. I mean, people said he should transfer, but he stayed. And helped us win that SEC championship game, which everyone
Yeah,
prior to that said he can't throw the ball, he can't do this, he won't succeed in the NFL. And what's he doing? Just man, he's throwing it so well in that game. Made a
yeah.
statement.
The game against Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the SEC.
I remember.
That was a great game.
But I'm wondering how, if there is a season, and I'm wondering how they're going to do. I think they should do well.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous about the Georgia game.
yeah, I think that's the only game. You look at like the Iron Bowl, and I've already done a Bama schedule preview, but you look at the Iron Bowl. Difference is that's in Tuscaloosa. They haven't lost to Auburn and Tuscaloosa since Cam Newton led that comeback a decade ago this year actually. They
Yeah,
struggle
don't
at
remind me of
Jordan
that.
Hare. Yeah. LSU, even though that's a home game, again, they lose so much losing offensive coordinator, defense, Joe Burrow, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, I could go down the list what they're losing. They're in a rebuild year. I don't care what you did last year. This year, you're focusing on
Yeah,
rebuilding so you can go forward and repeat as a champion at some point. So I think it works out pretty
yeah,
well, and it's very favorable outside of the Georgia game. And even that, I think, could be favorable for Alabama, but Georgia's going to be really good this year and an actual contender.
I agree.
Yeah.
That Georgia game. All I'm saying is that Georgia game has me a little nervous.
Yeah.
LSU, I think we can probably take them this year.
Right. And I'm not downing
And
LSU.
are going to be tough as they always are.
LSU could go to the playoffs this year, I think, but at the same time, I don't think they'll be as elite because they don't have Joe Burrow. And of course, who do they lose to Baylor? Dave Aranda to be the head coach, and I think Joe Brady went to the Panthers. Yeah,
Dave Aranda.
yeah. So when you look at it like that, Ed Orgeron has to rebuild the coaching staff and find a quarterback. So it's going to be kind of tough for him.
And LSU also lost Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, and the running back and Clyde Edwards-Helaire too. I think he went to forgot who drafted him, but he's turned pro now. So
I don't know. I know.
yeah.
But anyway,
You got anything else?
No, I guess that's it. If somebody else wants to get on, I'll go ahead and get off of here.
All right. Thanks for stopping in tonight, and happy to have better audio and everything.
All right. All right. See you. I mean, I'll stay on the stream, but I'm just gonna get off here.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. There you have it. Randall Anderson. Again, I put the link in here if you guys want to join in as well. And but anyway, so you're looking at that. I'm looking forward to when baseball season can start back. They say June 1st. I guess, but I mean, then again, you don't. I mean, who knows what that's going to look like? I do like that it's getting better across the country in terms that things are opening up. Things are we're starting to slowly get back to normal everyday life. As far as us sports fans, I mean, still got some stuff to try and figure out as far as what we want to do. I have been watching some baseball games lately, as far as, MLB likes to put out, previous games from previous years. And, so I'm trying to think, which one did I watch today? Let me look back. It was the Giants Dodgers from 2 years ago, April 7th, 2018. I actually did not finish the game. I had to go somewhere with my dad, but I don't know. Couldn't care less for either of those teams, but man, I just love baseball in general. So, I mean, it's better than nothing, just watching an old baseball game. So, but again, Randall Anderson, thank you for coming on tonight, sir. Still have the link in the chat. So if you want to click that link and pop in the stream, feel free to, and we can talk sports or whatever you want to talk about tonight. Doing RCR, I think I already read this. If Talia is transferring, that tells us that Bryce Young will be the future. I think he might be the future regardless of that. But yeah, I think, Bryce Young is probably going to win the job over him either way. But still, come on. I don't know. I'm a little lost right there. Neo, also known as Randall Anderson. Not sure why you changed your name. I could have asked that, but says he enjoyed it. I enjoyed having you on. Crimson Brave, UGA better hope this virus saves them from embarrassment. Yeah, listen. They got to figure out their quarterback situation, too. I think it's going to be Jamie Newman. It could be Dwan Mathis. It could be Carson Beck, but I think to start out, maybe Jamie Newman. So there's that. Chris Brave telling Randall, good job. Yeah, you did pretty good, Randall. Thanks again for coming on. Let's see. And I don't know if you guys are in much contact with BBD, but tell him to get over here and get on the stream, man. He's probably watching the Vols Road show as they're live right now. So let me see. So what was I watching? That Pat McAfee show. Not sure if you guys are familiar with him. But I mean, so he went through the I lost myself there again. Oh, he went through the NFL schedule because that was released, and he was going over, like the schedule, who's favored. He kind of went in depth with the Bucks and his Tom Brady favored this year. I don't even know if they are or not. I haven't really done much as far as the schedule. So, wait, what? There's a UFC fight on tonight, guys. I'm not kidding. On ESPN. This is good. Now, again, I don't have live TV. If I did, I love boxing's pretty cool, but it's so rare. It's rare that you actually get to see heavyweight matchups and stuff, but it's Ferguson versus Guth J. I don't know how you say that guy's name. Let me type it real quick. This is this guy's name. Tell me if you guys can read this. If you can figure out what this means or says or how you pronounce it, whatever, let me know. That's how you spell his last name right there. I don't even know. In that movie, he was known as Neo, Agent calling Mr. Anderson. Yeah, I think my dad was watching one of the Matrix movies a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure, but they got a lot of boxing matchups here. Baseball. How do we have Korean baseball and not American baseball? How does that make any sense at all? Someone help me out here. So it looks like June 1st is the day for MLB to return. The Rays play that day. They play the Minnesota Twins. You got the Angels at the Rangers. Cincinnati Reds play the Chicago Cubs. Yankees play the Mariners. Braves Dodgers. Braves Dodgers will be a heck of a game. That'll be good. So we will see. So let's get some people in here, man, for real. Invite your friends to the stream if you want. The link is in here. We had Randall on. Appreciate you coming in. And so click the link. Yeah, BBD blocked me, Crimson Brave. I think no, he didn't block me. He timed me out. I'm sorry. I don't think he'd ever actually block me. He's good people. He knows better. But he timed me out because I was doing the elephants and footballs. But so So, how many years? Let me ask you guys. I know we got Bama fans in here. How many years do you think it'll take for Tua to win the Super Bowl with the Dolphins? Over under in years, I'm going to say maybe give him 3 years, 4 years, maybe. Give him a couple years to learn the system a little bit, learn behind Fitzpatrick, and then let him start. And then once he starts, I think that everyone on the team gets to know Tua. He gets to know them, and you just keep working at it. I'm going to say maybe 3 to 5 years, maybe, and then they win a Super Bowl at some point. If not, make the playoffs and start competing in the AFC East. Patriots are going to fall off the map. They're tanking for Trevor Lawrence, I guarantee it. Ballard, you need crimson in the background. Yeah, I should decorate the wall if I could. I know I can do green screen on here. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the here it is, green screen. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this. This is going to be so cool. Please let me pull this off. Please. Please let me pull this off. I'm begging you. This is going to be good. Because I know there's a green screen part on here. Let me upload this and let me see if I can figure it out. Oh, I need like some actual green or whatever. Can you guys backdrop color green? It's not gonna work. I need actual like green and stuff in the background. For example, let me try something. I think I have. Here. Let me try this. Let me try it on blue because I got this blue shirt right here. See? If I try backdrop color blue. Now let's try. Look at that. See? If I do something like that right there. Some Bryant Denny on my wall. It is so cool though. I'll have to figure it out and see what I can do about it. I need to get something for my wall, but I think if I could get like a blue or a green screen or whatever. I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, that's just creepy. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. I wonder though if I know I turned the light off. There is some lighting though. I guess that crap's still creepy. I'm gonna just turn the green screen off. Do none. And turn the light back on. Hey, it was worth a shot though. It was worth a shot. But I'll have to figure out what I could do for a green screen. I hear you can make one. I have to figure that out. I know my brother's a tech guy, so he can help me out with it. But if I could get something on my wall, I know sometimes I live stream from the dining room, but normally just because of commotion and stuff, and this is where I can focus a little bit more. I get the wall right there, and I just put a green screen or something on my wall. Maybe take it down here or there because I don't want to leave it up all the time, but then I can use it. But I really love this StreamYard deal. So Goose Sports. Hey Beller, what's up? What's up, Goose Sports? How you doing? Great idea, Dwayne. Probably put a dark sheet on the wall. That might work. Although I think, and it doesn't even have to be green or blue, really. I think as long as it's probably, I think a lighter color works best. I know that looks kind of light-ish. That's actual wall. It's not much of a screen or whatever. So Crimson Brave says he's getting on me. I don't know what you mean. But if you're talking about getting on the stream, you can scroll back up in the comments and you can put the link in, and you can get on the stream. Feel free to. We've had Randall Anderson so far tonight, but so yeah, I'll have to figure out a green screen deal. It still looks pretty cool. So oh, you mean getting on the stream, Crimson Brave? Go ahead. Scroll up. You can find the link in the chat. Click that, and you can put your name in, and I can add you on when I'm ready. And I'm ready, man. If you want to get on. So let me try this. Let me try brand, banner, private chat, comments. All you gotta do is click that link, put your name on, whatever you want it to go by, and then you can get on StreamYard, and I can add you. So, oh, I accidentally muted my mic. Let me try that now. Whoa. Okay, this is freaking me out. You guys see my eyes. This will really mess you up. Crap, I want to take that off. That's ridiculous. It's freaking myself out. Oh, man. What is that? Oh, nice. Edit. Still trying to get used to this. Hold on. Bear with me now. Banners. No. Brand. No. Wait. Background. Here we go. Camera. No green screen. Yeah, Crimson Brave. I normally use my cell phone whenever I try to get on like BBD or whatever. I see you there. Hold on. You don't have to use your camera if you don't want to. You want to just use your mic, feel free to. Adding you in 3, 2, 1. Click. Crimson Brave, how are you?
Hey guys.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much.
Thanks for joining me.
No problem. I usually don't like getting on these things, but I just made an exception for you.
Yeah. What's on your mind tonight, man?
First thing, are we going to get a season?
I hope so. I think that things are looking up in the country a little bit in terms of things are opening up as far as like, well, I guess stores have been open, but movie theaters and like GameStops and stuff. Hold on just 1 second. I'll be right back. Dad needs me.
1. 1.
Crips and Brave, you there?
Yep.
Sorry about that. My dog needed some like
Well, can you
food
hear
and
me at
stuff.
least?
Yeah, I can hear you well. Can't see you, but that's fine. I can at least hear you. What's on your mind tonight? I know you just said something about you wanted to get a season, and I agree. I think we all want a season. It's not a guarantee, but I mean, again, things are opening up around the country. It's getting better, but it's still there, so it's still kind of a concern.
Man, that's the only thing that's going to save UGA.
Oh, not getting a season?
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, if this game were in Athens, I'd give it to them because Athens is, well, I mean, it's home field advantage, but come on. They're not the LSU team we saw last year. They're not going to go into Bryant-Denny and put 40 on us. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Kirby Smart's a defensive coach, so he needs to work on working on the offense because Jake Fromm, he's not terrible, but come on. You really think he's going to go out there and perform
He kind of
well?
sucks.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to read defenses better. I know he's gone now. We're not worried about him, but I mean, come on. Still.
Shut it, Nito. My time's not up. He's been gone for like a million minutes.
The troll continues. No offense, Randall.
That's fine. I deserve it.
Yeah. If anyone's time is up, me.
Especially since I put too much emojis on your camera.
I will time you out, sir.
Well, I don't know.
You know why BVD keeps timing you out for that stuff is because he's just a Vols fan and he's been suffering for 13 years.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I'm surprised at the season they had last year. I'll be honest with you. I mean, you talk about losing to Georgia State.
LSU?
No, I'm talking about Tennessee. We're talking Tennessee here.
Oh.
The season they had last year, first off, you look at how it started out, losing to Georgia State, who the year before only had like 2 or 3 wins. They're a high school. You could even call them Pee Wee if you want. You lose to them at home. You lose to BYU, a Mormon school. You lost to a Mormon college. Then you want to play Chattanooga, and it's like, well, this is a team in state, so we'll just worry about beating them. That's how I viewed that win.
Yeah, I've been saying for like a couple of days, anything can happen in a game of college football, except for Tennessee beating Georgia State and BYU.
Yeah, I was laughing my butt off. I'm just going to be honest. I'm trying to be a sportscaster. I try not to be biased or anything, but I mean, come on. Even Feinbaum had to be laughing and wondering, what in the heck, Jeremy Pruitt? What are you doing? Like, seriously. I mean, you start out, and listen, it was a turnaround season. Like, they need to do documentary on this because the way it started out looked like they were going to go 0-12 or like 5-7 or something, and they ended up going like 8-5 overall. I think 7-5 regular season.
See, the funny thing is they played Bama. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say they ended up winning the Gator Bowl against Indiana.
Right.
But go ahead.
You know what's funny? The very last game they lost was a really tough game against us in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
After that, they they pretty much won the rest of their game pretty easily.
Yeah, and they hung. I mean, it was 35-21 the final score. I mean, they were making us look bad. Now, you can say whatever you want to about Tua and his ankle or whatever going down, and Mac Jones starting for the first time that season, pretty much. I mean, he played backup, mop-up duty, but he actually started to take over in that game, so it was kind of one of those, yeah, just, just take it kind of thing, So you can say whatever you want about that, but
since you brought up Mac Jones, I want to give you my opinion on our QB situation. I think Max is gonna start this whole season. He deserved
the whole
it.
season. You don't think Bryce Young's gonna start as a freshman at any point?
Unless Mac just craps to bed, but I mean, Mac has looked outside of those 2 pick sixes, man. He's actually looked really good.
Yeah, I think you take away the 2 pick sixes in that Iron Bowl, we pretty much win that game, right? I mean, let's be real.
It's just hard to take this. This is not going to be a Jalen versus Tua situation. Jalen just didn't compare to Tua.
Yeah, he couldn't throw, and I mean, he can throw now, but Tua could throw the football, man. We had that. Jalen struggled throwing the ball his first 2 years. Then Saban's like, we're going to work on him to get him NFL ready and help him become a passer, and he did, and he could throw the ball pretty accurately now. So,
I think Mac's going to have a really, really breakout year, go to the NFL draft, and same thing with Trevor Lawrence, obviously. And then
I'm not even
Bryce Young's going to – you're not – can you hear me now?
No, I was able to hear you. I was just saying, like, as far as Mac Jones goes.
Oh.
I haven't heard anything about him in his draft stock or anything. No one's really talking about him as far as the draft goes. Yeah. Now, I don't think he's going to have one of those years to where he's
not going to be a first round.
Yeah. I mean, he could even play well enough to be a first-round pick. I don't think he's going to play well enough as far as to say he goes ahead of Fields and Lawrence.
Yeah, no.
Who is supposed to be the number 1 pick. He's not going to go that high, but he could probably help his stock to be like a top 10 or 15 pick, maybe, in my opinion.
But I also think Bryce is going to take over after Mac leaves.
Right.
And DJ is going to take over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just call him It's going to take over
I call him
Trevor leaves. And then we'll have a Bryce Young versus DJ
Listen, that's another thing, too. I don't care who's on the defensive side of the ball. That's going to be a shootout for the ages, my friend. That's going to be in the 50s. Woo, man. And I don't know. I think it's Uiagalelei is how you say it. I still like to mess around and say DJ Ukulele Kid or whatever. Just because I don't know, man. I mean, something like that.
Man, yeah, we're going to have more Bama versus Clemson matchups. Everyone's going to cry, moan, whine, you name it.
You got to be them to beat them and take them out. That's what I say. If you want to be where we are, you got to play like we do.
And you just going to keep choking on the bone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Hey, that's how I think this quarterback thing's going to go. I mean, unless Mac just really craps to bed, I don't really think it's going to be easy to take the job from him.
What'd you say? It kind of broke up there a little.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, a little bit. What were you saying? Oh. I think we lost you, Crimson Brave. Sorry about that. Cajun Chris, welcome to the stream, sir. If you want to get back on, Crimson Brave, feel free to. Oh, there you are. You're back. I don't know what happened, but what were you saying?
I accidentally hit done.
It happens.
I don't know why I hit that.
Yeah.
But unless Mac Jones just absolutely craps to bed, it's going to be real tough to just take the job from him.
Yeah. It's going to be tough because, and you got to think, Bryce Young has probably been playing since he was in middle school or whatever. Maybe Mac Jones probably just since he was in high school. But as far as the system at Alabama, Mac Jones has more experience under Coach Saban. Obviously, as he's entering, I think he'll be a junior this year, if I'm not mistaken. And so he has more experience as far as Alabama wise than Bryce Young does. So I think that it's right to make him the starter. And again, as we mentioned, the Georgia game, if we see a scenario like we've seen recently with those two teams and we need to put a backup in,
we're going to do it. We're
going
to be UGA with a backup. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever hear what happened with Kirby last year? He was interviewed. I don't remember what press conference it was. I think maybe it was like the summer media days or something. And
he was asked. Offense?
Yeah, he was asked about Alabama. What'd they say? You faced Alabama the past couple years, and you've come so close, but yet you fall so short. What have you learned from that? And he said, "Yeah, you got to get rid of the backup quarterback."
Oh, about that, I didn't see that.
You didn't hear that one? That was funny. Dwayne RTR says sitting behind Tua did wonders for Jalen. He progressed as a passer. I fully agree. I think in a way it was great that Tua started over Jalen because it helps him take some time to get better as a passer.
Yeah, see, I agree with that, but the problem with Jalen is just his ability to, read the defense.
Right.
I see really no improvement at all from that. But passing, he did. And he's always had a really strong arm. He could always his arm's strong, but he's just not very. He's never really been accurate with it. You know what I mean?
Right. I could probably agree with that. I mean, he's not terrible at reading defenses, but the inconsistency is where it plays as far as reading. I think it's like one play he reads it well, the next play he's having to scramble a little bit. You know what I mean? So
he's better than Jake Fromm, though.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, Kirby. If Justin Fields, how great he was last year at Ohio State. Now you can say whatever you want to about he just had to go to the right place with the right system. I can't say that because he was never really given a chance. Kirby Smart never gave him a true and fair chance. What did they do? What did they do in the SEC championship game? They let him run a fake punt. He couldn't even do that. He was confused on that play. What are you doing?
So what did Jake Fromm beat Kirby? Not Kirby, but Justin Fields out. And who could run a Kirby vanilla offense or a real QB competition?
I don't know, man. Here we go. This is what's making me mad right here. Dwayne RTR. Jalen would probably make a great running back. See, this is what I agree too, but here's the thing. They when the Eagles drafted him, Eagles fans were really upset. Everyone was in shock, and I kept hearing they're going to make him a running back. Are we forgetting that he can throw the ball too? He's a quarterback. If I see now, listen, you want to use like wildcat formations or stuff, I get that, but this guy's got to be. Don't make him switch positions just because he can run or whatever.
Now if he kind of just keeps, if it's clear that he's blowing at quarterback in the NFL and instead of ending his career, why not?
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's how I saw it at first. I figured, well, Carson Wentz. I mean, you guys just got rid of Nick Foles. He's with the Jaguars, although now he's with the I think the Bears now. They don't have anybody outside of Carson Wentz. I don't care if they drafted a guy in the 6th round a couple years ago or last year or whatever, signed a guy and free. They have nobody basically.
Yeah, but
so now you have a backup quarterback. If Carson Wentz gets hurt or something goes haywire and you want to get rid of him or whatever, you have a backup quarterback now. But this whole and listen again, he would probably make a great running back. I agree, but to me, he's a quarterback, and I think you need to remember that he passes the ball really well too. So he's more than a runner.
If you were to ask me, just watching him play, I think he's a running back. I'm sorry.
He's too tall for that.
Oh, Randall with the emojis. I like it.
Yeah.
Now
man.
make the long ones, if you will.
Can anyone even do a perfect elephant sound? I can't do it. I don't. That was terrible. I don't. But
see who you think's gonna.
I do like the touchdown Alabama when the elephant sound. I've never been to Bryant Denny or Tuscaloosa. I've never been to an Alabama game. I really want to go someday. But I've spent the past couple years in South Carolina for Thanksgiving or whatever, or, and not to mention I live in Florida. I don't live in Alabama, so don't get it mixed up there. But I can hear when I watch games, I can hear the elephants from the stadium when they score a touchdown or whatever. So, but
who do you think's going to make the college football playoffs this year? Clemson, first of all.
I think
Clemson.
I think if Bama's Clemson, because the ACC is terrible, and I don't care what you say about how great they are, they're an automatic. I think Alabama, the defense, in my opinion, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse than it did last year? Can our defense get any worse than it did last year? We gave up 48 points to Auburn. Now, I don't care what you say. It's a rivalry game. It's the Iron Bowl. Gus Malzahn's an offensive coach. I don't care. 48 points too many. I mean, I have never seen a Nick Saban defense so down like that before.
As long as our defense really steps up, I don't mind who plays QB.
Right. I just want to see our defense, if anything. Because our offense, it's going to be great no matter who's at quarterback. Paul Tyson, Bryce Young, whoever. Our defense, the defense is what I'm looking for. So I think if our defense improves, and here's another thing, we did play a lot of young guys. I'll give them that. Right? That's a good excuse right there. But now they have experience. There's no,
And plus, we had Dylan Moses coming back, Joshua McKillen.
Yeah, absolutely. We do lose some key guys though, and like Raekwon and Quinnen Williams. Quinnen went 2 years ago, I think, and who's another guy we lost?
Terrell.
Yeah, Terrell. Anthony Jennings, I think we lost as well.
Diggs.
McKinney, Xavier McKinney, we lost him too at the safety position.
Man, Trayvon Diggs had a down year.
Do what?
And Trayvon Diggs really had a down year.
Yeah, I think he had a couple injuries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, as far as their offense, Jedrick Williams, I'm glad that man's gone.
Why?
That man costed us so much in that stupid red zone. I can't even tell you. Every time we were in that
offsides, right? He was the one jumping off sides.
False start.
I forgot that. Yeah, false start. Offside,
every time we
whatever.
Got in that stupid red zone, we kept getting.
He would always give us a false start. I'm looking forward. I'm glad Najee Harris came back, man, and I want to see a guy like Trey Sanders at some point. He was a guy that got hurt last year, and he didn't get a chance to play because of an injury. But I don't know if you remember us recruiting him a couple years ago, the 5-star guy from, I don't know where he's from, but man, I've seen his highlights from high school, and he's great. I like Trey Sanders, and at some point I want to see him get the ball. So, but I think our run game's going to be great. Devontae Smith is coming back. Jalen Waddle, interested to see who takes over for Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy.
We just got the other commitment yesterday. What's his name? Ja'Cory.
Alabama for 2021.
20.
2020. My bad.
Just Ja'Cory. Man, I don't know his last name.
Ja'Cory. I can find it maybe. Ja'Cory Merritt?
Yeah.
Hold on. Maybe it's. Oh no.
He's a
That was someone
receiver.
else. That's for Alabama State, and that's last year anyway.
Yeah.
Ja'Cory Brooks.
Yeah, Ja'Cory Brooks.
From Booker T. Washington. He's a wideout. And I think he's a 4-star. He had teams like Arkansas and Auburn that offered him, and Baylor and Cincinnati. He had Florida on his list, but Alabama picked him up. So but he looks like a great prospect.
Yeah, this Bama team's loaded.
Yeah.
People think this is like a rebuild year. I don't see it that way.
If anything, no, I almost said last year would have been a rebuild year. I guess for our defense because of our young players. But I don't know. Clemson had a defensive rebuild year last year, losing their defensive line with Wilkins and Farrell and all them. But
let's talk about Notre Dame.
Oh man, let's go.
They're gonna lose to Clemson, go 11-1, and get left out of the playoffs, and they're gonna go cry, moan.
You know why? It's because they're a bunch of babies and they don't want to deal with the conference. First off, it's not even that hard to join a conference. Why are you in the ACC in basketball and not in football? They don't want to deal with it. Come on. It's getting ridiculous.
See, every time I watch them play, they're kind of physical, I guess, but I just see a bunch of slow and unathletic people every time I watch them play.
Yeah.
Like the people that can't run.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think Clemson's going to really
consistency
take it to them.
Too.
Clemson's going to really take it to them.
Oh yeah, I don't care where that game is. They're going to get the brakes taken off of the car. If you want to use a car reference or anything for Notre Dame, the wagon, or it's going to be ugly for them.
And see, me and Mr. Dugas were actually talking about at Notre Dame the other day in a stream.
Yeah.
He brought up the point that they're just when he watched them play Louisville looked like they had more athletes and speed. And I watched them. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Let me ask you about that because I'm subscribed to them. Don't get much of a chance to watch him. How often are you in his streams?
Every stream.
Like on this, or do you just comment?
He doesn't really do StreamYard. See, the unique thing about him, the comment section might go slow, but he just reads every single comment.
Yeah.
That's the unique thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Dwayne brought up a good point. UGA will have a great run defense, but I think the pass defense will be their weakness.
Yeah, their secondary, they've had some good players, but man, it's really up front with you look at their linebackers. Did you see my video the other day of why Alabama is RBU, running back university?
I didn't. I will check that out.
Check it out because I made some good points. I went into detail. I said, listen, I get teams like UGA has had Sony Michel and Todd Gurley and this guy and that guy. But I want you to think real quick. Who has had two players in 1 decade win a Heisman at the running back position? Can you think? One school with 2 Heisman winners, both in the same position.
I remember Derrick Henry.
Right.
Ooh, what's the other one?
2009. Mark Ingram.
Oh, yep.
Can you think of another team who had two?
I'm sorry, what?
I was trying to make a point. Like, now, I mean, I'm not fully basing it off of a reward or a trophy or anything, but we've had two Heisman running backs in the Nick Saban era. Both, I guess, QB pretty much in the
award. Let's face it, this is a QB award at this point.
Yeah, that's true. ETN, though, is going to be a Heisman candidate next year. He's not going to win it because someone like Trevor Lawrence or someone will, but
running backs definitely can't win no more.
Yeah.
Especially since you really have to throw the ball now.
Right.
I mean, watch what happens and when running back, like basically a team just runs the whole entire year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, ETN is a guy that I just, please, Lord, if it's in your will, Lord, please let Tampa Bay's run game suck just so we can get a guy like ETN or Najee Harris next year. I mean, seriously, like, I hope our running game is terrible just so we can get a guy like, I like ETN. I do.
Ooh, look at Neo.
What? Oh, he's got all the Bama emojis.
See, let me talk about, say one thing about that. The only person that does not get mad about it, that actually enjoys, I mean, you know, making everyone mad about it, is NASCAR Vol.
Yeah.
That's like the only person that it does not get mad about it.
Yeah. He just kind of like, whatever, dude.
He's like, go get him, Crimson.
BBD's like, I will suspend you. Let me see. Let me hit the. All right, you're going in timeout now.
All right.
Dwayne
I'm coming down to Florida.
Do what?
I'm coming down to Florida.
It's hot down here in the summer, man.
We need 5-star kickers.
Do what?
Dwayne said we need 5-star kickers. Oh, we get that. No
yeah.
How good
hold on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Can you find a 5-star kicker? Because Will Reichard can kick from 50-something yards. He's a 3-star kicker. And I was arguing Uncle Lou about this on his call-in show the other night. And, I mean, seriously, like, finally, we're going to have a kicker. And I want to get your opinion. We've had some pretty, listen, we haven't had a kicker that's missed every single one. Man, when the game's on the line, you know, or a wide left or whatever. In my opinion, I think the worst kicker I've ever seen in the Saban era, in football in general, I think is Cade Foster. What are your thoughts? Who do you think the worst kicker we've ever had is? Go.
See, I probably will agree with you.
He looks like he's built for tight end. What is he doing kicking? You see how built this guy was? Yeah, I mean, he's responsible. Well, I take that back. The kick 6 was Adam Griffith. Now, the kick was a decent kick, and some people forget that. It just didn't have enough height to go through the goalpost. It was a little bit to the left. But Cade Foster had a couple blocks. He went wide left. He just, some penalties backed him up. And just, I mean, he's got to be the worst kicker I've ever seen. So, I mean, Alabama just, we got to fix that soon.
See, the funny thing is, we can literally get the best kicker out of high school, and then as soon as he steps on campus, he just turns into junk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know why. Despite our dominance for the last decade, our special teams got some special needs.
Yeah. Now our punting game hasn't been too bad. And Will Reichard can punt too. Now he punts it pretty well, and he can get it high enough in the air and everything. So, but we will see what happens in 2020. Joseph Bolovis even at the beginning of last year, I think, when Will Reichard had an injury. He didn't start, so Bulovas had to have some kicking time, and he had to be the kicker. He had a couple good ones, but man, as it got towards the end of the season, and you remember the Iron Bowl, one of the reasons why we lost was because he hit the upright. I mean, I don't know, the inconsistency.
See, kickers are, and see, having bad kickers, that game really caught us.
Yeah. Neo, also known as Randall Anderson, says the worst kicker ever is that guy that missed a couple field goals in the 2017 Natty. Forget his name. Andy Papanastis. That's his name.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, 3 seconds left. 36 yards. That's like PAT range. He hooked it like, okay, here's the goalpost. Right here. I'm sure you can see that. It went like I mean, you get what I'm trying to show. I mean, it was way out there. But
if Tua wasn't our quarterback that second half, we would have lost that game. Even if we came back and went to overtime.
I don't think it would have been like that. I think Jalen Hurts could have found a way to put like 1 touchdown up, but that's about it. I mean, I remember my dad saying after that game, he said, because we were talking about it with some people at church or whatever a few days later, like on a Wednesday night, and he's like, well, they didn't expect Tua, so when they put him in, they didn't know what to expect or whatever. I agree with that, but let's just keep what it is. Tua was the better quarterback, and Jalen just couldn't throw, man. He just couldn't throw.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Tua, man, we said that Carson Wentz wouldn't survive. He's injury prone, but look what he's done.
Yeah. What college was he from, Carson Wentz?
Man, I forgot a little bit about him.
I can find it. Let's see, Carson Wentz.
But you see, last
North
year,
Dakota State from 2011 to 2015.
Yeah, but see, from last year, he was actually stayed quite healthy until that playoff game, and he took a cheap shot.
Yeah.
See, that Tua injury, in Mississippi State, I tend to think that's a little bit fluky because, he fell funny too. Big guys fell on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can have that happen.
Yeah. College Football Frenzy. How did he miss that game-winning field goal? I think nerves got to him. I mean, when the pressure's on you. I mean, still, come on. It had to be hooked badly, at least. I mean, listen, if he had got it, it just didn't get enough height. That's one thing, right? If it hits the goalpost. But, I mean, dude, and Dwayne RTR right here says, I cringed when he missed that field goal. Wasn't even close. Right.
Yeah, I cringed too. Yeah, I cringed.
Like, what are you doing?
I cringe just as much watching Jake Fromm play LSU.
Right.
Oh, can I say something about Tua?
Do what?
Can I say something about Tua and this whole injury-prone thing?
In the comments or just in general?
No, just on this, just now.
I don't see anything about it.
But see, people just think that Tua is just made of glass. He's blah 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 blah. Honestly,
I think he just needs to work on being more aware because, if you notice when he got hurt against Mississippi State, it came from behind. A defender fell on him. He needs to worry about that a little bit more. It's not like he's getting hurt on purpose or doing things that's really going to hurt him. He threw the ball away when he got hurt with the hip, and
he just fell weird. See, we've already seen Tua take hits and just fine. Sometimes he just holds on to the ball too long. He just wants to make every play work. Just sometimes you gotta live another down.
Saban even said he's not gonna make every throw. Sometimes it's not there. It's okay. Just throw it away, man. Move on. Yeah, run the ball if you want. Hand it off. Just stop trying to force a throw and stuff, man.
Yeah. So, see, as far as the NFL, I think Tua's going to learn that lesson and then not get as hurt as much.
Right.
Like, he's a tough kid.
Yeah.
I mean, despite being injured, I mean, he was still putting up like lightning in the bottle numbers. He's tough.
Yeah, and I remember when he got hurt against Mississippi State, people said he probably wouldn't play again. I mean, he's pretty much cleared now with his medical reports. What hasn't even been 6 months? Well, take that back. I think this month is 6 months, but he got cleared in like March, man. I mean, he's that just because he's cleared doesn't mean he's not going to get hurt. He's still probably going to get hurt. Now, it's one thing if he goes out there and gets hurt once. I mean, you're going to get hurt in football. But if it's every week.
It's a violent game.
Yeah. College Football Frenzy in the comments says Buckeyes winning the Natty next year. Yeah, right.
They'll definitely be a contender, though.
Yeah.
Despite losing Chase Young, I mean, they're still loaded everywhere. Man, they look a lot better under Ryan Day than they ever have under Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
So far.
I like Ryan Day. Justin Fields, again, I think he just needed the right coaching system.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have fit well in Kirby Smart's system. No offense to him. But I think Ryan Day is the right guy to help bring out the potential and everything in Justin Fields, who's a very high recruit. Do what?
What offense? They don't have one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. My apologies.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to come afford to fight you for that.
College Football Frenzies.
Sorry.
I actually think so he said Buckeyes winning the Natty next year. He also says Buckeyes versus Clemson in the Natty. So you're 4-0 or 0-4 against Clemson all time, and you think you're going to beat them in the Natty. I mean, Clemson owns you guys right now. I'm sorry. That's like Tennessee saying this is our year to, win the third Saturday. Like, just saying.
No, he just said in the Natty. Well, he just said in the Natty, yeah.
Yeah, but that he's trying to. He also said that the Buckeyes are winning the Natty as well.
I mean, it'll happen at some point.
Yeah, eventually. Can't win them all, Clemson.
Yeah. But see, I don't know how everyone else in this comment section feels about Tua and his injury-prone thing. I think he's very strong and not made of glass like people think. I just think he just tries to make every play and just gets hurt trying.
Right.
And I think he's going to learn that in the NFL. Well, like before he even takes a snap in the NFL, he's going to learn that, and he'll stop getting hurt so much.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's going to be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll win MVP, Super Bowl MVP. I mean, he'll win quite a bit in the NFL. Now, is that all going to happen in his first year? No. I mean, it's more than just the quarterback situation. I think the Dolphins are slowly trying to rebuild their franchise a little bit. Now they got a franchise guy in Tua. And again, he might not even start this year. They probably go with Ryan Fitzpatrick for a couple years and let Tua learn the system a little bit, learn from Fitzpatrick a little bit, because he, as great as Tua is, he still has stuff he could work on and learn, I think.
Basically be a redshirt year.
Right.
Nate said, this is why I hate Ohio State fans. I think they're better than everyone else. Well,
I was
look at LSU fans and Georgia fans.
Yeah. I mean,
I get it.
Have it. I mean, they've been through a lot. And I like Coach O. I think he's a great coach for the job.
Yeah, let's go out there. Let's go beat this team and that team. And
I think that was spot on.
Not every LSU fan's like that. I mean, I would tell you, like one of my favorite YouTubers.
Hey, they've been through a lot, man. I give them credit. Now, what I don't like is TJ LSU dad. I mean, you watch him?
Yeah,
I had to unsubscribe because he's been very political lately, and I hate it. But I mean,
and then we
he
beat
took
them 29-0. He disappears.
yeah.
See, there's a few Bama fans that only upload during the regular season, but they and they'll actually go live during it too. Then we have a Bama fan that calls LSU fans the liquored up fans.
College Football Frenzy says the Buckeyes are undefeated against Bama this century. Is that even true, sir? Does that sound right? If I look this up and he's wrong, I'm calling him out.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Hey, Ballard.
Yeah, what's up?
See, we have a Bama YouTuber that uploads in lives during only the regular season. It calls the LSU fans the liquored up fans. And
Who is it?
Dwayne knows who I'm talking about. His name's Bama Moore.
They've only okay. So Winsipedia is this? Have you ever heard of this site? Winsipedia talks about college football wins and probably like other sports and stuff. But
yeah,
Alabama
Dwayne, put it in the comments.
All time. Ohio State has one win according to this against Bama. How many does Bama have against Ohio State? 3.
But see, Dwayne, put it in the comment section. You know who I'm talking about. The liquored up fans. I bet Dwayne will do it in a minute, assuming he didn't disappear. Hey, you know one thing, and now you know I'm not Bama Marine.
That is true. You don't sound like him because but you're Bryant Denny though. You were Bryant Denny.
Yeah.
You changed. See, I even tried to explain that to BBD. I said no.
Well,
BBD,
he knows.
This is Bryant Denny. He came on my stream. He said he was Bryant Denny. He said it in the comments. Bama Marine was a special guest on BBD's stream a couple weeks ago. Doesn't sound like how you sound right now.
Yeah.
Unless you're a good impersonator or something.
Yeah. And Dwayne, I'm telling you, who calls LSU fans the liquored up fans? Put it in the comments. He'll do it in a minute.
Yeah. So anyway, you got anything else?
Not too much, man.
Yeah. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and see if anyone else wants to get on. And
okay, I got one more thing to say though.
What's up?
Assuming we win the SEC West, screw UGA. I want Florida and Atlanta.
Yes. Yes. Please. I want that good old fashioned Gators and Tide matchup, man.
That's the question.
I hope Dan Mullen, man, if he beats Georgia this year, you know how mad Uncle Lou's gonna be.
Yeah, I know. And they have a shot too.
Do what?
They do have a shot.
Yeah. Listen, they actually have a quarterback returning, unlike Georgia. Contract.
Dwayne RTR put it in the comment section. He misspelled Amore. It's 2 W's, but he's close enough.
That's awesome.
But yeah. See, I want Florida, and that's a question we get as Bama fans. Personally, I want Florida because we have UGA at home. So I want Florida. Screw UGA.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you get off and see if anyone else wants to get on here. I appreciate you coming on, man. Roll Tide.
If no one wants to come, I'll come back.
All right, cool.
See you, man. I appreciate you letting me on.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There you have it. Crimson Brave on the stream. Yeah, so here's the link right here. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Let me scroll up. if you scroll up in the comments, you can find the link. And I can I don't want to scroll up that much. But anyway, if I copy this, and we'll probably take one or two more guests, won't go too long on the stream. I put this as a Q&A, but I mean, whatever. There's a link right there. You click that link, you can get on the stream. Feel free to. So I see we got Neo, Crimson Brave, Dwayne RTR, and that. So let's see. So anyway, I appreciate Crimson Brave for coming on. Randall Anderson coming on tonight as well. And let's see. Looks like we got Nate Kingston. I'll add you on in just a minute, sir. See if I'm forgetting anything. Doesn't look like it. We're gonna go ahead and put Nate on. What's going on, Nate? How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well.
That was actually a good call from what was his name?
Crimson Brave?
Yeah, Crimson Brave. That was a good call.
It was.
I kind of want the Florida to beat Georgia this year because they.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, I know.
What's this reason, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, look, what I said about I hate Ohio State fans by saying they're going 15-0 this year. You know what I mean? I really don't like when they go really hard core predictions for their season.
Right.
But you don't know what you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
But plus, all I can do is hope that I can win. But
yeah,
that's all you can do actually. Just watch and hope. College football frenzy. Just wait. Joe Milton's gonna destroy your defense.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
Okay.
I hope Michigan this year beat Ohio State. Tell the world.
I hope they do too, just because I want to see the reaction to everybody. They're just going to be like, about time, Harbaugh, about time, man, come on. And I want Ohio State fans to shut up, man. I think we all do. I mean, they are just annoying as heck. They just, the Ohio State, the we own this, we own that team, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on.
Everybody hates Ohio State.
Right. Except Ohio State. Pretty much.
I think every team in college football, Division I teams hate Ohio State. Well, actually, not every team, but maybe the powerhouses teams like
right.
Bama or anything that is powerhouse teams. I actually was hoping. I don't know if you heard about this because you live in Florida, right?
Yes.
Well, you know how I live, Nebraska.
Right.
So in 2014, do you know the University of Nebraska at Omaha, or is that you don't know?
I think you brought it up a couple times, but I don't know it other than you've mentioned it.
It's a medium-sized campus. I mean, they have their old football stadium, but they play soccer there.
Right.
But I want them to bring back the football.
Right.
Football program Division 1
to make it like a Division I FCS school, right? I think you mentioned that last time.
Yeah, and well, they were like a Division 2 too, like they play Northwest Missouri too, and which is a FCS team, I think. I don't know, but like if they could build a stadium, Omaha does, like for their college football, I think Omaha has a chance to get their own football program back to get their. Plus, I wouldn't say they're pretty bad. They're pretty decent at times. Like,
right.
Mostly they go like an 8-4 season. But mainly, like the last season I went to, they were like 7-6, which is not good. But
right.
I mean, way to the playoffs, which is in Division 2.
Hold on just 1 second, because I gotta plug my computer in real quick.
All right. Oh boy. A college football frenzy.
Yeah, what's up?
We actually I was talking to college football frenzy, and he said I was not talking in person, I'm just talking in chat. Like we call you guys the team down south. So
Do what? I missed some stuff because I had to plug my laptop in and my dog wants to go out. So hold on just 1 second.
Ooh. I have a notification. Got an announcement. Trump meets with the military leaders. No one wears a mask. Wow, that's dude. Just brought it up. To be fair, Dwayne, that would be a cool thing to watch because was it like a
All right, I'm back. What were you saying? Dogs can be weird sometimes, man.
Yeah, I have a dog too. Don't read the Crimson Braves.
Oh, I see it. I'm gonna. Hey, that's strike one, man. I'm kidding, man. I don't care what you
mean,
think.
I mean, it happens. It's just can't do anything about it.
Right.
But by the way, this is like, so if Michigan wins, for example, I don't know. I don't think College Football Frenzy will be happy about this if it happens.
Win the
If
game.
Michigan wins the game, and Ohio State at their home field will be like
Oh,
mouse drop.
it's in Columbus, right?
Yeah, it is.
They're gonna go,
Plus-
oh. Instead of oh, it's
Yeah.
oh.
And
That'd be awesome.
The series is what, like 59-51? You said.
I can double check. Hold on.
Because
Because I remember you were talking about Michigan owns the series, but they don't. They might not own Ohio State in recent years, but they own them all the time. And the series is Michigan 58-51 to 6. 116 meetings total. It's very close. They're catching up, but you guys still hold all-time lead.
yes. Yeah. If they win this year, for example, they'll prove themselves that they're not like a lump
Right.
program. Plus, here's my idea for Michigan program. If Jim Harbaugh doesn't do this year, good this year,
He's out the door.
I mean, I would say that, or give him 1 more year. If he doesn't do well that year, hire John Harbaugh.
I mean, he does good in the NFL. I'll give him that. I mean, who's older? Is it John or is Jim Harbaugh older?
No, actually, I actually looked this up. John Harbaugh is like older brother.
I think for Harbaugh. Now, listen, I think he is a program that could get 6 wins and make a bowl game, if anything. I think now, obviously, he's got to beat that team at some point or another. That's why he was hired. But at the same time, if he makes a bowl game, let's say they lose to Ohio State, they make a bowl game, right? If he loses a bowl game this year, I don't care who it's to. If he does not get this team winning some bowl games, I would have him out. I'd have him out big time.
Yep. I mean, he tried his best. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He recruits well. I'll give him that. He recruits really well in the state of Michigan and other places, and so.
Hey, College Football Frenzy, do you remember the game that Nebraska almost had you? So.
Was that recent?
That was 2 years ago, actually. When it was at Ohio State Stadium, and it was the final score was Ohio State 36 and 31 Nebraska.
Speaking of Ohio State, I remember I shared something on Facebook. I follow this page that's like College Football Trash Talk Nation, and so I shared a photo the other day, and a friend of mine commented, and it was bowl predictions for like the New Year's Six bowls, but it only had the Orange Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, and the Sugar and the Rose, and then the championship. So I'm going to read these real quick. So for the Orange Bowl, they have Miami and Boise State, Fiesta Bowl, Oregon and Penn State, Rose Bowl. Okay, the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl are the semifinals.
Yep.
Ohio State and Georgia for the Rose Bowl. That's one semifinal. The second semifinal in the Sugar Bowl is Bama and Clemson. And in the Natty, they got Ohio State and Alabama. Well, a friend of mine commented today and said, I'm down, because he's an Ohio State fan. and I didn't trash talk or anything. I just said, it'd be a good matchup in the Natty. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, I know some Ohio State fans, man.
they can be really talk trash.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State kind of dislikes Alabama for one reason. Kind of like our program does, like Michigan, the SEC.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if here I'll look up. Tell me if you still hear me, because
I can hear you,
don't wanna
but your
leave,
your camera's off, but I can still hear you, but it's fine.
I know. I turned it off for a reason.
Yeah. Okay.
You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Right now, I think Ohio State's. I'm looking at the State's record prediction
for 2020.
Yep. If they put like 15-0, I'm gonna be really mad.
I have them 12-0, possibly 11-1, depending on what happens in Happy Valley with Penn State. I like Penn State this year. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah. 2020.
Neo, also known as Randall Anderson, says the 4 playoff teams will be Bama, Clemson, Ohio State, and Oregon. Ooh. I'm curious, and talking about Talia earlier in the stream, potentially transferring. Looks like he is going to. I've heard rumors where he could go to Oregon. That'd be interesting because they lost Justin Herbert to the draft. So if they can find a quarterback, I think Mario Cristobal can get this team moving forward a bit. And so those are some interesting teams right there.
Right now, they're like 9-0 right now. I look at
Who is?
I look at Land Grant something. It's like a Ohio State site or whatever. Yeah, it's Land Grant, the Holy Land, whatever.
Like a fan site for
right
Ohio.
now. Yeah. Right now, well, it's basically Ohio State's fans saying, win, 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 win.
Right.
Jeez. Jeez. There's so much hardcore right now.
Right.
I really don't like it.
Yeah.
Like when my dad watches the game, he goes really crazy about Michigan goes to get when they get a touchdown and stuff.
Yeah. So are you're a Wolverine fan all the way around in the family, I guess, too?
Yeah, I mean, yes. And then after that is Nebraska.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna you're probably gonna be surprised about this. I am the third favorite team is Arizona State's Sun Devils.
Wow. I plan on doing a preview video of some Pac-12 teams and everything, trying to run through the Power Fives like I've been doing and everything, I recently downloaded Arizona State picture because I want to do with them at some point. But that's wow. Can I ask why Arizona State too?
I mean, kind of like Oregon, but it's just the uniforms.
Yeah, they do have
No.
cool uniforms. I like Minnesota's uniforms are pretty cool too. If you look at the Golden Gophers and
Yeah,
I like teams
I
for
mean,
uniforms sometimes if I'm being honest. And
like the most cool uniform is Oregon, obviously.
yeah. Dwayne RTR stating some more facts. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than to beat the Cal College. Alabama will own the Iron Bowl this season. Hashtag fact. Yeah.
Hey, I think you're in a situation like Michigan.
Yeah. Wait,
well,
what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like Auburn is like owning you like for like 3-0 right now, like for current season wise.
What?
Or was that?
They own us in terms of Jordan Hare. They haven't won at Alabama since 2010.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually. Wait,
we haven't won. So I think we play Jordan Hare the odd number of years, like last year. So this year is at Bryant Denny.
Yep.
We lost 2017 to 2019. We have not won there since 2015. And of course, prior to that, we lost in 2013, and then 2011 we won. So, I mean, we can win there, but it's just the past 3 times, or 2 times technically, I guess. But we struggled.
Yeah, I mean, so how many wins is that for Auburn? Right now.
Do what? Plugging my phone.
Okay.
How many points?
No. Like how many wins in current in the rivalry? Like for.
Let's see.
I think
they've played 84 times.
They play longer than Michigan.
Yeah. So here's statistics. 84 meetings. Largest victory, 55-0. Bama won that in 1948. Longest win streak is Alabama on a 9-game win streak from 73 to 81. Auburn has a win streak of 1 right now. Let's see. The whole series, it is close. So we can't sit there and say we own Auburn. It's the biggest rivalry in college football, not even close. Don't even try it.
Hey.
Anyway, the series, Alabama leads it 46-37-1. There's 1 tie. I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. 1907. It was tied at 6.
Huh. I kind of was like offended on the rivalry thing because Michigan and Ohio State is the biggest rivalry. So
yeah, I mean,
to be fair, I will say is tied with those two. You know,
you're not convincing me that the Iron Bowl is not the biggest. I'm sorry if if this is Shark Tank. If this is Shark Tank for the biggest rivalry, I'm out.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that the two rivalries are tied. To be fair.
I guess I could. I mean, it is a big rivalry. I'll give you that. I'm not debating that. It could be tied for first, but I don't know. The Iron Bowl, it being back and forth. Let's just be real. I mean, Ohio State, Michigan's not been back and forth. I mean, let's just call it like it is. But
Yeah, it could be, but if
Neo.
whatever.
Randall Anderson, aka Neo. It would actually be awesome if both teams were undefeated. I'm waiting for that day. I am waiting for the ultimate Iron Bowl showdown where these teams are 11-0 going into the Iron Bowl, no losses. I mean, maybe a game of the century matchup, a top 4 matchup, or 1 and 2. I'm waiting for that day, but I think as long as Gus is there, they might start. They're just going to lose games.
I would every time I see a Iron Bowl or the game rivalry, I just want to see a close game and comes down the wire. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I love a good game to come down to the wire.
I really enjoy talking to you, bro, and I'll talk to you later. When you go on live again. And have a good night.
Thanks, Nate. You too. Have a good one. Bye. There you have it, Nate Kingston, and I've been on here almost 2 hours. They said it was an hour 51. Go check that out. Steve Martin Short, if you have Netflix. That's a great stand-up thing. The Iron Bowl. If it's the Iron Bowl, I want Bama to blow them out. Yeah. I want them to shut them out. I don't want us giving up any points to Auburn this year. I don't want us giving up any points. I want to see Alabama's defense this year be the best defense that we have ever seen under Nick Saban. Now, that might not happen. It might not be the best we've ever seen from Nick Saban, but it better be one of the best. I have to fix that charger. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Been on here almost 2 hours. I appreciate Crimson Brave, Randall Anderson, Nate Kingston, College Football Frenzy for showing up tonight. Those who showed up on camera, appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight, talking some sports, some college football. See, we don't need live sports just to talk sports. What did we talk about? We were just talking about rivalry series. I mean, this clock, it's killing me. I like Bama. I like the clock design, but this kills me. Whatever. Anyway, appreciate Crimson Brave, Dwayne RTR, College Football Frenzy, Neo, also known as Randall Anderson, and Nate Kingston for showing up tonight. Anyone else I missed, I'm sorry. And Dwayne says, work on your backdrop. Yeah, I'm going to try to figure that out, but I want to definitely do something with it. But anyway, appreciate you all stopping in tonight. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell everyone you know about the channel. Really would appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media is checking out. Y'all have a good one. Roll Tide.